Hey YouTube, Sam here. Well, I bought this computer back in 1997. Ooh, so she's a pretty old one. And I know some people really like to collect these things and stuff, but quite honestly, if we bought it, it was probably the cheapest computer we could get at the time. And it's a Micron Millennia XRU. Ooh, it's got a Pentium 2. And they made sure you knew it. So anyhow, but this is my personal computer. I honestly, it quit working a long time ago, and I don't know what's in here, what's not in here, and I really don't want to send it down the road with what's in here. So I am going to tear it apart and see what's inside, and if you'd like, come along for the ride. And kind of stripped out of the case, we have a whole lot of boxes of different things here. We got a nice high-grade board here with a great big aluminum heatsink on here and the Pentium 2 thing. A couple other boards, high-grade boards, a fan, power supply, and another box here for CDs and discs of all sorts. But anyway, so there's where we're at now. We're going to go ahead and tear it apart even further. Look at what's in the CD-ROM here. Alright, inside that CD holder there's a high-grade board, and then junk here. There is actually a motor there and a smaller motor there. Pull those off, get those out, get some copper out of them. I know there's probably some precious metals inside this part here, but I don't know where they are, and there's so little in there, I just don't think it's worth it personally for me. But, so, and then you get your metal pieces here. Alright, and we got a couple of zip disks or floppy disks. A lot of kids out there won't even know what those are. And a couple of drives here that were in there. I'm just going to tear them apart and kind of show you what's inside those. You got the outer plate, which is steel, the other outer plate, which is actually stainless steel. Sometimes these are aluminum, sometimes they're steel. You got this little thing here. Yet again, I'm sure there's other stuff in here, but I popped this back piece off here and take the copper, and this pretty much just goes in my precious metals that need to be taken apart a little bit more. And then you got this, and I have been told that some of these are worth money, some of these aren't. I don't know, I haven't really had a chance to get enough of them together to find out. I need to tear this apart a little more, but that's where basically your where the information is stored from what I get on there I am. What I get on YouTube basically is all the information I have here. Then you got these. And these are rare earth magnets, and they're very, very strong. And don't get your fingers in between them because they will pinch you. They do come apart very difficultly. As you can see, they both stick together here, or stick to metal. Here's the outer plate. This is aluminum. Just kind of the casing. There's a little bit of copper on here I gotta take off, and a couple other things I gotta take off of that to have pure aluminum. And then you got your high grade board here. Not sure what these are worth, but they go with your other boards here. And this is another one here. This is kind of what it started out to be like, something similar to this. Now we're gonna go to looking like this at first, and we got high grade board, copper bearing motor, another copper bearing, whatever you want to call it, a couple pieces of metal. These blue things here are actually magnets, some steel, and a little bit of copper there, and aluminum probably, I'm assuming. And then the plastic, there was some more plastic in it that I threw in the plastic bin that you'll see at the end here, all the garbage. But anyhow, if you're wondering what's inside of one of those, that's pretty much it. Alright, well, now we're going to go into the power supply. Check, I got a fan motor here, some metal, And you got what appears to be a low grade board, but there's quite a bit of copper and aluminum all over it. Some wire here. We got plenty of wire all here. Some more metal and whatever's in that. I've never torn these apart, but I'm assuming there's probably some copper in there, but yet again, you do this at your own risk, because I don't know what's in there, and I don't know what safety things or hazardous things could be inside these. So anyhow, there's that power supply. That's pretty much everything that's inside the computer that's inside of that. I'm going to go through, kind of clean everything up, separate the copper and the brass and the wires and all that a little bit more, and I'll show you. That's all the garbage there, plastic and stuff. And we got all the metal casings that come off of everything, which is most of the computer right there, the outer pieces. Then over here we actually have quite a bit of mostly copper bearing stuff I can pull the copper off pretty easy, windings and things. Then a whole bunch of wires, computer wire and all that. I'll have to cut the ends off for the brass pieces and things like that. Then we got our low grade board stuff here, which we pulled most of the crap off of, the copper and motors and things like that. And then this is all like brass, copper, aluminum, just stuff that needs to be put in the smalls to either pull apart a little bit more or just sell it the way it is. Got a couple of fans here, and all this is all a bunch of screws and things. It's all magnetic stuff. A whole lot of magnetic stuff in computers, surprisingly. Then we got these little disk things here. Don't know what I'm going to do with those. A few brass ends here and things. And we got a pile here. This is all aluminum cast and some sheet. Right here is all stainless stuff here, and right there is a pile of all the high grade boards and that stuff there. I believe that's about it. So that's what's inside of the computer there. So this is Sam, Jack of all, master of none. Y'all have a good one.